Live launch event, which was held in Herald Square, New York City, I got contacted by Microsoft, and they said, hey, we need a tile from you, your app tile that's 1,122 pixels wide, 150 pixels tall. And I said, okay, well that's awesome, love to. What's it for? Can't tell you. I said, well, all right, I'm in. That's cool. Yeah, because apparently it's something. I figured it was going to be a print ad. 300 DPI print ad. I was like, yeah, it's like, an inch or so, inch and a half, 2 inch. Yeah, okay, I'm in. Good deal. Nope. And then they erected this gigantic 80-foot tall Windows Phone in New York City. Turned it on, and there's my app. So I was, yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yay.
Yeah, in Groupon. Yeah, I was really pleased. And as you noticed, it was still called Executive Caddie then.
Your app is one that has a daily app on there.
Absolutely. The golf ball.
If you don't know that's Groupon, it's just a pretty Groupon question.
That is very true. Yeah, that I learned that one from, Joe would know, Cocktail Flow.
Oh, yeah.
I got some great design inspiration from the Cocktail Flow app. That was incredibly well done, great interface, and that brings up another good point. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to create something that's absolutely revolutionary. Look at what other people are doing. Get inspiration from other people's products. I do that all the time. I got inspiration from a news app. I got inspiration from a cocktail app. I got inspiration from a game. I've done just over and over. You say, oh, I like this piece, and I like that piece, and I like the other piece. I'll give you an example of that right now. This is imperative when you are developing your products. Let's talk about Windows 8. Or not.
Just scroll down the right side.
It's actually, it didn't get copied. We'll pull it up in a second here.
All right.
Oh.
The other side. There you go. Two-finger tap.
Do not scan. There you go.
So design ideas. So here's a Windows 8 app. It's a game. I said, oh, I really like that. I really like the use of the background images for items, combined with little colors. Oh, I like the idea that they color-coded topics. Oh, look at that app bar. I like that. So as you can see, I go through app after app after app after app, searching for elements that I like. Like here's a wonderful one, Windows 8. How many people are doing a Windows 8 app? Okay, who wants to see a multi-million-dollar Windows 8 app? Cool, we'll check it out. It's right here, getting started. How awesome is that? I mean, it just makes sense when you look at it. But when you open up the app for the first time, what do you do? Where do you go? What's going on? This is brilliant. Take a tour, customize, add a source, and then there's a close. Don't show up again. And when you look at it, you say, oh yeah, that makes total sense. How many people actually put that in? So, get inspiration. Oh, there's a good one. Like it on Facebook. And then next steps, all the way to the right. And that's what I do all the time. And that's what I have my team do all the time. Look at the apps, look at different apps, get ideas, write it down, and then pull all those things together. Pull it together in your app and your idea. And of course, if you're making it for the Windows Phone platform or the Windows 8 platform, get connected with Joe. Raise your hand again. Sorry, man. But no, he loves everybody. He really does. Get connected with Joe, get connected with Microsoft, and they'll help you. I mean, they want to see you succeed as much as you want to succeed. And that's primarily why I chose Windows Phone to be my passion for building the app over the iPhone and over the Android phone. And it's ended up paying off. We make far more money on Windows Phone now than I do on a much larger market share on the Apple product. We can also create a better experience in less time. It takes me 1/4 of the time to make stuff for Windows Phone than it does for the other platforms. So let's take a quick look at a real Windows 8 app. You don't have just PDF viewer, do you? You have Adobe PDF on this? The built-in one doesn't render the background correctly. So this is how you design a Windows 8 product. You start and you lay out the entire look and feel that you want, how it's going to be, presentation. Notice the getting started over here. I can zoom in a minute. Notice the next steps over here on the right-hand side. Your smart zoom, hub views, spokes, all that. You lay it out. Now you can do this on a piece of paper too. Just because we did it in Photoshop and made it really fancy doesn't mean that you have to do exactly the same thing. You can do it on a piece of paper. I do a lot of sketching on a piece of paper. And then you break down and say, this is our app that's not out yet called Golfly, which is effectively a social network for golf. And that's pretty awesome, but you have leaderboards, a real-time leaderboard, tips of the weeks. You see that there's ads. That goes back to this gentleman's question over here in terms of what do you roll out first? Well, we have a lot of free functionality because we have a freemium model. How many people know what a freemium model is? Okay? Just a quick recap. With this near zero cost of distribution for a software product, create a free product and then try to get them to buy premium features. Because with a free product, it gives you the opportunity to make sure you have those customers. You can find other ways to monetize besides just asking for money. Like, for example, my analytics that we can have for the link shortening service and other things like that. Or marketing your data to third-party products or services. Or just ads, like this here. So we have a lot of free functionality, so we put the ads in immediately and then a link there to turn off the ads. It just pops up, hey, turn off ads, $2.99. Sure, why not? Click the button, we made $2.99, which funds our free feature development, and then we also have premium and ultimate features to go with that. Go ahead.
I see that your app has changed in price and varied between free and like $19.99. How do you keep the customers happy that paid for it?
Good question. How do you keep the customers happy that paid $19.99 for the app now that it's free? Well, my app that's free has the features, or I should say, what used to be $19.99 is free now, but I've since added countless additional features. So they paid $19.99, but I then upgrade them and give them the $100 app for free. So lucky you, you only paid $20, now you have a $100 app. But you have to make sure, that's a very good point. If you're changing your model and you have existing customers, don't alienate those customers by effectively taking what somebody used to pay for and making it free. And that's why I suggest start with free, but not a totally free product. You have to have monetization in there somewhere. So fortunately, Windows Phone, Windows 8, iPhone, even Android, all have in-app purchase now. So find something that's worthwhile for them to buy, but also have some basic features in addition to that. So this is a sneak peek at our Windows 8 product. We have golf courses. Now you'll notice it also integrates with our Shotly app. So Golfly and Shotly are symbiotic. You know what's really hot for Microsoft this year coming up? A two-screen experience. If you want to get marketing dollars, do something that they care about. Why did I get on that big board in Herald Square, New York City? Because I put in all the hot features that Microsoft wanted the world to know about. What do they want to know about now? Well, definitely two-screen experience. Why should I own a Windows phone and a Surface? Why? You know, shouldn't it be one or the other? No, absolutely not. You need to have both. So we create apps that have a two-screen experience. Use Shotly on the course to track your scores and stats, and then in real time, using the Golfly app, your buddies can take a look at what you're doing. We have a real-time leaderboard. There it is. So you have a real-time leaderboard that shows your buddies who are in green and everybody else who's on the course at the same time. And then you tap on that, and then you can see an aerial map view of the golf course with everybody plotted out on it who's playing right now. And then you can tap on the image and see their scorecard and heckle them. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there you go. Here's the group, they're on the 17th hole. This is the foursome. You tap on the avatar. Their in-round scorecard comes up. You can heckle them, you can give grief, and then it shows up on their phone as a push notification. And of course, we have the opportunity to monetize that. 10 heckles for $1. It's true. But you know what that is? That's what's called a consumable. 10 heckles for $1, they're going to use it up and use it up and use it up and use it up. Whereas my in-app purchase for the premium features of the Shotly app, they pay $30. They're done until the end of time. So I kind of said, oh man, I kind of ruined that. Well, that's why you go for these consumables as well. So having a balance between something that never expires and something that does expire gives you the opportunity to make revenue in multiple ways. Yep, 10 handles for $1. People use that up in 5 minutes. And then we also aggregate some stats about the golf courses. What's happened recently? Who's played that? What are the ratings on the courses? Doing reviews. Make your product interactive. Allow people to communicate with each other. Even something just as simple as ratings and reviews. How many people have an app? What's your app do?
It's just an RSS.
Okay. Can people rate and review the items that come through the feed?
No.
No. Get people to interact, get people to start communicating between each other. People want to be heard. It's like, the news cameras, they go around and, they shine the camera on somebody, and everybody has something to say. Oh, I'm on the news. That's the same thing on the internet or mobile apps. People want their voice to be heard. That's why people write ratings or reviews of your app. So give people the opportunity to start exchanging information within your app, and you then have loyal customers. And then they start telling their friends because they want their friends to know that they're interacting as well. Go ahead.